Jungle.
One of the burly bodyguards escorting Prince Harry and Meghan Markle around New York City has claimed to work for the Department of Homeland Security. The bodyguard, dressed in a smart gray suit and black wingtips that had been resoled with comfortable sneaker soles, was spotted outside the Carlyle Hotel in Manhattan on Thursday between jaunts escorting the couple. The man told reporter that he was with DHS, but didn't specify which agency, leaving possible federal involvement in the couple's visit to New York a mystery. Harry and Meghan's tour on Thursday included visits with Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor Kathy Hochul at the 9/11 Memorial and One World Trade Center, where multiple New York Police Department officers were spotted, as well as a trip to UN Plaza, where the General Assembly is in session, for a suspected meeting with U.S. Ambassador to the UN Linda Thomas-Greenfield. DailyMail.com has contacted the NYPD to determine whether the officers were on patrol at the September 11 memorial, or whether they were standing guard to protect Harry and Meghan. DHS did not immediately respond to multiple inquiries from DailyMail.com. The federal department encompasses a number of agencies with sworn police services, including the Secret Service, Federal Protective Service, and Homeland Security Investigations, HSI. In 2021, its budget was nearly $50 billion, paid for with taxpayer money. The Secret Service typically only protects visiting heads of state and their immediate families within the U.S., while lesser dignitaries fall under the protection of the State Department, according to former Secret Service agent Jonathan Wackrow. Wackrow said that the UN General Assembly had stretched the resources of the State Department's Diplomatic Security Service, which has protected Prince Harry during past official visits to the U.S. when he was a working royal. He said that it was possible that HSI or other agents from another DHS agency were supplementing the State Department's protective efforts during the busy UN session. Right now, under the United Nations General Assembly, it's all hands on deck for federal protection, Wackrow told DailyMail.com in a phone interview. HSI have been brought in to provide supplemental protection. You may have this agent from HSI supplementing that detail, he said of the Duke and Duchess protective team. Wackrow noted that, although they have stepped down from official duties, Harry and Meghan are still family members of the British head of state, and thus might reasonably expect some government protection while in a high-threat environment, such as Manhattan during the General Assembly. While they are not the head of state for the United Kingdom, they are part of the head of state's family, and at times such as summits, global gatherings, it is warranted they receive some level of protection, even if it is taxpayer-funded protection, he said. If something were to happen in New York, and the government were not extending protection to the Duke and Duchess, that would be a major diplomatic incident, said Wackrow. The couple is in New York to attend Saturday's Global Citizen Live event at Central Park to encourage equal access to COVID-19 vaccines. It was their first joint outing since the birth of their daughter Lilibet Lily Diana Mountbatten Windsor in June. Their first stop Thursday morning was at the observatory at One World Trade Center, where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were accompanied by New York Governor Kathy Hochul, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, his wife, Chirlane McCray, and their son, Dante de Blasio. The 37-year-old Prince and Meghan, 40, also paid their respects at the nearby September 11 memorial and stopped by the adjoining museum. At around 12:30 p.m. the couple again left the lavish $1,300 a night Carlyle Hotel, where they are staying, for a mystery meeting near the UN. Around 2 p.m. they were spotted leaving 50 UN Plaza, where they are thought to have met with U.S. Ambassador to the UN Linda Thomas-Greenfield. Meghan clutched what appeared to be a black leather laptop case which matched her dark outfit, sunglasses and face mask as she and Harry exited the residential building close to the United Nations Global Headquarters and clambered into their waiting cars. The details of the Sussexes' trip to the Big Apple are a closely guarded secret, but they were thought to be meeting the UN official in the residential building, which houses the lavish 37-floor penthouse which she calls home. The couple stepped down from royal duties in early 2020 and are living in California with their 2 children. They had previously agreed to pay for their own security personnel, made up of former SAS soldiers, at a cost of £4 million a year. But Prince Charles continued to pay for their security from April 1, 2020 through March 31, 2021, according to financial statements obtained by The Washington Post, which showed he paid his sons and their families $6.3 million. It did not break down the amount by family. A spokesman for Charles' office, Clarence House, said in a statement that the Prince of Wales allocated a substantial sum to Harry and Meghan to support them with their transition in stepping down as senior members of the British royal family and relocating to California. That funding ceased in the summer of last year, the office said, and the couple are now financially independent. Yesterday, Harry was pictured in New York City's iconic Upper East Side Melman's Bar in the lobby of $1,300 a night Carlisle Hotel for a second night in a row on Thursday, but this time, without Meghan. With his security by his side, Harry blended into the crowded bar, arriving without ceremony shortly after 5:30 p.m. to the melodic background of a jazz pianist. There was no sign of Meghan as he sat in a discreet corner of the banquette, where his security approached an older couple from Brooklyn and asked them not to take pictures.